Hey, good afternoon, Coach. Got a couple questions for you. You touched on last week about enhancing the players' time in the bubble. Outside of winning, what would enhance your time in the bubble?
Winning. That's it. Winning in drier weather.
Drier weather. Okay,
So I
I
can,
thought you'd be used to that.
so I can
Um,
golf more.
um, I'm sure you kind of took a look at the teams that you'd probably be facing. And could you give me what would be the challenges of facing Denver or Denver or Utah?
Yeah, they're both just very good teams. Both really obviously really good players and very well coached. I'm not even going to let myself go there yet because we can fix our own stuff now. For at least today, we can just work on the Clippers, and then get to whoever we have to play tomorrow.
Okay, next question is going to come from Andrew.
Hey, Doc, good to see you. I feel like a while ago you had mentioned that when you guys first acquired Lou, you kind of knew what you were getting in terms of an on-court player, but you were surprised most by that he was kind of a culture builder, I think is how you put it. I guess throughout this last process of the last week, he seemed like he had a pretty vocal role in getting guys on the same page. What did you see from him in the last week, and is that a reflection of kind of what you were talking about of him having a voice in that locker room?
Yeah, he just says the truth. He kind of speaks his mind, in not a non-emotional way. So he's easy to follow, and that's a good trait for a player.
Okay, next question is going to come from Kyle inside Orlando.
Hey, Doc. You went to the Rockets game yesterday. Was that a totally personal trip? Was there any business element?
No, there's no business to it. I just sit there and watch as a parent would, sit in the family section, which is nice. The only reason I sit there is because the family seats are better. So if the scouting seats were better, I'd have said no seats, But you always, I'm a coach, so when you watch any team play, you're watching, you're not scouting, you're just learning and seeing what they do. And, but it's fun. It's really, for me, it's a way of getting away, from my job. I feel like, man, this is like how it used to be.
And with Austin, I think you said earlier in the bubble, there's sort of like a tournament feel here. Does it take you back to any of those days?
It does. It's a different environment, but it does, like when you're walking in the building. I literally have walked in this building no less than 500 times, and I would always park. Reggie Williams was the head of Disney back then, sports, and he would let me park in the back and walk in through the side door, and that's what we're doing now. So it feels the exact same. The players are better, that's for sure. And
we have time.
Screaming like AAU tournaments, so that's better too.
Well, that's something you could do.
Yeah, I know. I'm staying away from that.
And we have time for a few more questions. We'll go to Jovan next.
Hey, Doc. You guys are kind of in a limbo right now in that you don't know who you're going to be playing. How do you kind of prepare for both teams at the same time? And then what are your plans for watching Game 7 tonight?
We don't prepare for both teams. We just prepare us. There's certain things you do no matter who you play, offensively and defensively, and so you work on getting that better. So then when you put in the game plan, it's easier to put in, and so that's what we're going to do. I haven't even given thought where I'm going to watch it, probably with the coaches somewhere.
Okay, we have time for one more question. We're going to go to Shane Young.
Hey, Doc. Good afternoon. I'm just wondering, what's your thoughts on the offensive explosion we've seen from a lot of players in the bubble? I believe Paul George said a couple weeks ago that this is like the shooter's gym, with the backdrop and no fans going on. I wonder what you thought about the
fans. It's nothing to do with the fans. It's the backdrop. It's the baskets are like framed in, and I said that it's funny. First day we walked in the gym, I actually jokingly said, man, there's going to be some great shooting in this freaking place. Because it is. It's framed so well for you. But I got a feeling it's going to get harder as this goes on because the defense are going to get better. I think the offensive teams, everybody, we've had way more practice than you normally would have, going into a playoff series, and that's why the offenses are so sharp. But I think as these things go on, you're going to see offensive numbers drop a little bit.
All right. So,
Thanks, guys. Take care.
AJ Mike, how you doing, brother?
How are you?
I'm all right. Let's go ahead and get started. First question is going to come from Miriam.
Hey there, Jermichael.
How you
Congrats. Yeah, hey, congrats on the first round. I guess obviously families are coming into the bubble now. Who are you expecting from your clan, and how much is that going to mean to you?
I got my kids and my girlfriend coming down once it gets closer to conference finals. Just want to be about business right now.
Okay. Next question is going to come from Nikki K.
Hey, Jermichael, can you hear me all right?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, have you sensed maybe a renewed sense of energy as friends and family are entering the bubble? I know it's been a trying last week for you guys.
Yeah, you see a lot of smiles on the player faces when they come back to the hotel now. You know, your kids tend to do that for you.
Okay, we're going to stay. We're going to go in Orlando, and we're going to go to Tanya.
You and we all know that being here, there's not that much to do. Did you have any reservations about having your kids come in, given that?
I kind of push my back just for that reason. I don't want them to come here and get bored. You know, my kids like to play, like to go outside, so it's really not too much here to do.
AJ Mike, that's all I got for you today, brother.
Thank you.